Hey,
We're here.
episode number 32, really 132 probably.
We've done a lot of these. Actually, it was a memory on Facebook. I was going to send it to you of our first, what was number 2 coming. And I was like, oh.
The original.
But I forget, so I'll have to wait till next year when I get the Facebook memory again.
Back in my basement with the flip phone. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight we're going to talk about Timmy losing the belt.
Potentially.
Shed dog is struggling this year. We got a few other shed dogs nipping at his heels. Probably talking about some frost seeding. We do have a
still
really,
the dog, though?
I mean, you'll always be the dog.
Like a little chihuahua.
You just won't be the dog.
Maybe I'll be a big buck dog.
Ooh, there you go.
Big Tom dog after I kill a big old turkey.
Get a little strutty, will you, later?
I'm feeling a little strutty.
We got some moonshine from Kentucky. That looks ripe.
That has been in there a while. And I got
Is that pulp in there?
There's chunks.
Started to freeze, froze.
So does that mean it's not very potent, or it's like
what I'm thinking.
really potent?
I'm thinking it's not.
I think it's
I
diluted.
think
It tasted diluted.
she's probably going to bark pretty good.
I'd eat it. Just eat the peach.
That dog's going to hunt for sure.
We also have a big announcement to make later. That'll be fun. We've kind of been teasing a little bit, but now it's going to be real. Got the peanut gallery here today too, so they'll be chirping in. We got a really good rapid fire, kind of one of our original rapid fires that kind of creates some angry people sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I like the ones that it's either a yes or a no. The P jar. I also think Veda's going to be watching tonight, so I'm going to try to keep the 4 little words at a minimum, so I don't have to pay her 25 cents every time I say something bad.
You have a swear jar one?
Oh yeah, she's a stickler too.
She just turned 5.
Kid's going to be going to
big
Stanford
birthday.
on a full ride or a full swear jar ride. Yeah, she's 5 now.
I was on the road last week for her birthday, and then I was texting with Jen earlier today, and I was like, I got to get her something, and we decided, so if she is watching, that
She's watching.
we're getting we're going to go to the Children's Museum.
Ooh, she likes that.
So
She likes that?
And cousin Colton. is
Ooh,
gonna
even
be there.
better. Little
Yeah.
little cousin date.
And Auntie Mel. So
Perfect.
That's going to be a fun day.
Let us know, and Jen will go on a date ourselves.
That'll work out well
Be perfect. Everybody wins.
for you. Maybe we have a sleepover. We don't know
Hey,
yet.
ooh,
We'll see.
Ooh.
She might not like staying at Uncle Tim's house yet. We'll see.
She never has. Should be good for her.
Yeah.
Just let us know when to drop her off.
We'll pay it back with Colton. He got his new boots today.
I saw he had the mud boots on, which is
yeah.
great. I mean, everybody needs a good pair of farm boots.
Yeah.
What I was going to say what brand, but I don't want to make anybody feel bad. I mean, they're probably just Fisher Price or something. Do they make
Target.
boots?
I don't know.
Target?
They had the lights in the back. He's pretty stoked.
They got
about it.
delivered by Amazon with the other 14 packages on your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a similar pair today. So
It's typically how it works. Typically how it works.
do you know where we were exactly this day 4 years ago?
Ooh. 4 years ago this day. I don't.
It's a pop quiz.
4 years ago today.
February 25th.
February 25th, 2021. It's not when we did the freezing shed hunt, was it?
Nope.
Oh, because that was cold. Where were we?
You were awkwardly walking with a cell phone ahead of me.
Carry on.
We were on an island.
Timmy, you got down on one knee this day?
This day 4 years ago.
I captured it all. That was my first experience before I went into like real videography. And it was actually very challenging because he like did 3 like fakes. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm on a phone here and I've got your mom and your dad and Mel all looking at me.
Yeah. I had a little panic attack in the boat, and I'm like, I got the ring. It's not good. And then we got like 3/4 of the way down, and Mike finally looked at me. He's like, dude, like, what's the fucking hold? Sorry for the friend. What's the hold up here? Like, let's go.
My phone's going to die.
No, I was worried about being the guy who ruined it. Right? Like,
My buddy Sam had me go down to Willow River State Park to video him getting engaged to Samantha, and I was sitting there waiting for them to come across the bridge. I had like my hood on and glasses. I looked like the Unabomber, and just waiting for him to come, and then I see him, and I'm like, all right, they're gonna come halfway across the bridge. He's gonna get. He peaked early.
oh boy.
And all of a sudden they come up and she's got the ring on, and I'm like, what the hell? Made him go reenact it. I was like, I feel like an asshole.
I got the whole thing.
You did. You nailed it.
Absolutely nailed it.
I do like an awkward back rub thing when I get nervous.
We got Deb just like into the shells, and
Yep.
Deb's all about it.
Shells.
Mel and my mom were walking down picking up seashells.
They were celebrating big wins. They just found a seashell.
Oh,
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm behind them, just like,
shaking his
oh my god.
yeah. All clammy.
Oh yeah,
There was some clam. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, that's 4 years, huh?
Saw that this morning. I was like, I'm
That's
bringing that
cool.
up tonight.
That's cool. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. That's good. And here you are, happily married still.
Yeah.
Good for you, Timmy.
With a kiddo.
You done it, and you got little C man.
Yep.
Oh wow! I mean, where do we go from there? I feel like anything we talk about is going to be just kind of a Debbie Downer after talking about that.
Well, you know what's not a Debbie Downer is looking at the 45-day forecast.
Yes, we should. Let's bring the peanut gallery in first. The gang's all back in town. I think it's time. If you're with us a couple of podcasts ago, there they are.
Even Spency's in this time. Look
You've
at
probably heard Jake chirping a little bit over here. He's got his dumb ass. I'll pay 25 cents to say that. Fun guy. We'll talk about those a little bit later.
Hey, yeah.
Dude will do
It's-
anything to take the title from me.
We're gonna start calling him Twitch. The other day, he had a deer that dropped an antler on camera, and the guy was literally twitchy in here, like twitchy.
I didn't want the squirrels to chew.
Well, that's like, isn't that like the definition of sheddy? He's just
Technically, there's other definitions that are other words, but we'll use that
like
one.
maybe settle down, bud.
It was 4 p.m.
But yeah, I mean,
I wanted to get out early.
he found it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Twitch is here with his sunglasses. We got
not-
Spinner.
they're not
Spinner
just
was in
sunglasses.
Pennsylvania for like half a year at the Great American Outdoor Show. So it's good to have him back in town. Sammy's been holding down the fort, although he did do some streaking down at the old Waste Management down in Arizona. Oh yeah.
That was you?
What hole?
That was me.
See, it's cool if you bet on yourself that there's going to be a streaker, then you are the streaker, and nobody finds. Then you win the bet,
Then you win.
right? So, see the whole game.
streak on? 5?
The whole.
No, 16.
Well, obviously, yeah. So you're on TV.
Oh,
Heck yeah. Oh yeah. So.
Did you run into any of our friends out in PA, Spency?
Oh yeah, a bunch of friends. Which ones you want to talk to?
How many people came through in 10 days?
Over 200,000.
Love it.
Yeah.
That show's wild.
That was our first foray. Spencer got every virus under the sun. So there's always that. That's you have to bring it home with you, which is nice. But we'll be back again, same booth maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll be back again in 2026.
Yeah.
And what do we have coming up? List the shows off. Rapid fire
We got Iowa, Minnesota, Ohio. We got one weekend off, and then we're down in the Dells.
for Wisconsin.
Yep.
Okay, and that's everything until the summer.
Yep. And then we got Birmingham, GON, and then the Texas shows.
Ooh, so we got 9 to go.
Yep. So we're not
Two
halfway.
down, 9 to go.
Yeah.
Jakey Boy did the NWTF with John Brewer, which was good.
really good.
We got your fair share of Mossy Oak camo, which is good.
Yeah. Got my partying on.
Did you wear your necklace this year?
I left that behind.
That's the most fascinating thing about that show.
I left all my spurs
The
behind.
spur necklace. It's a real thing, and I tell you
Oh,
what,
man.
some of these guys and gals, there's 50 spurs on that thing.
Yeah, it's like, jeez.
They're real strutty.
Oh, they're straight.
They are strutty, all right. You got mom, dad, both kids, all wearing necklaces, 2 mullets.
And it ain't one
Cowboy
necklace.
boots.
It's like 3 necklaces.
Oh, yeah.
And full of spurs.
I know. It's impressive.
You have one, Jake?
I got 2
Okay.
2 spurs or 2 necklaces?
spurs.
I have Asper.
Mine was the last turkey I shot only had one.
Ooh, yeah.
It was like
It's like
quarter,
so yours is like a shark
Asper.
tooth? You know where you have a shark tooth?
quarter-inch spur. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I love it. But so before I cut you off with the peanut gallery, we've been getting some questions the last week or so about frost seeding. So we kind of wanted to touch base on it just because half the folks we've talked to are worried they're going to miss their window. So we just wanted to kind of talk about the window of frost seeding. And obviously every state is different. It's so hard to generalize frost seeding because if you're in Mississippi, Missouri, New York, Wisconsin, it's all going to be different. So I think the idea is to don't think about a particular date or particular time, But look at your 40-day forecast. Like I was telling these guys earlier, it's 50 degrees out there today, and it's going to be 25 tonight. So perfect time to frost seed, you'd think. But when you expand the forecast to 45 days and see that it's going to be a high of 40 and a low of 20 the first 2 weeks of April, you realize your window just became a month and a half.
Good time.
So, and I think somebody brought it up earlier too, like, and if you missed your frost seeding window, you still have the rest of the spring in most scenarios to plant.
Yeah.
So don't feel like if you don't get it out this weekend, like the world's going to end. At the same time, the seeds you're going to frost seed aren't going to freeze. You just do, the longer they sit there, you risk wash or being, runoff and all sorts of Mother Nature things that can get thrown at you. But
Well, you got a lot of standing water right now, and from our snow up here, and then there's chance of snow again next week, which means you're going to have more standing water, more runoff. So I think you got to try and kind of play Mother Nature a little bit and try and get it right. And yes, you have the freeze thaw right now, but runoff's real. Like you see it in this
Totally.
Even in the fall, it's like, or not fall, like July, August, and you're trying to put your fall plots in, and all of a sudden you put the seeds in, and then you get like inch and a half of rain. You're like, well, shit.
what if we
There's
get
gonna be runoff.
2 feet of snow next week?
Could happen.
They're talking about some winter weather coming through.
Dude, we've had snow middle of April up here. Like,
Totally.
Yep. The nice thing is like, hopefully we're out of this frickin' like feels like negative 38.
I think we're past that. Yeah. The deer don't know if they should shed their antlers yet or not, or what to do. Half of them have them, half of them don't.
Yeah.
Jakey, talk us through, in addition to frost seeding, we also talk a lot about planting prior to the leaf canopy, which doesn't necessarily mean frost seeding, but you're one of the wizards when it comes to that. So kind of talk us through what you do with the Green Mile every year, other than contemplate if you should blow it up. Talk us through the actual steps, like what seed choices you use. And I mean, the Green Mile is, we'll call it a quarter acre. It's, you've maybe removed 2 or 3 trees,
Yeah.
but over the course of it, it's a fairly shaded plot.
Yeah.
So talk us through prep, what you plant, and then also too, to some naysayers, which is fine. What's it like in August and November and the following spring, and what do you have to do to kind of keep it going?
Yeah, so I actually had Luke Cramlett reach out and said, hey, when should I frost seed? And I told him, I said, dude, like, you have all of March. Like, it's an existing plot that he planted, clover, hot chicken, comeback kid. So I told him, I said, go in there when the snow is completely gone, things are thawed out, and blow off all the leaves and debris, clean it out. The biggest is seed to soil contact. So what I do with the Mile is the same thing, is get all the leaf and debris out of there, blow it out, and then I frost seed hot chicken, comeback kid on it.
What do you do? What's it like in August? Do you have to do anything to it, or do you just let it ride?
Once it starts to flower, I mow it.
With a
Trim it
mower
down.
or with a weed whip?
I use a
or what?
weed whip.
Okay.
Yep.
How about in November?
I let it ride. I
Do
let
you-
the deer browse it down.
Do you blow anything off of it, or do you let it ride?
This year I'd let it ride.
Okay.
And they still were in there digging at it.
So in the following spring, what's the prep on year 2 of backwoods Mile? Do you blow it up again, or do you leaf blow and overseed, or what's the
Well, I
step?
ask you probably 50 times, like,
Yep.
what should I do? And you're like, don't do anything. Or don't blow it up.
Yeah.
But I go in there and I blow all the leaves off, all the debris. So there's still your existing clovers in there, and you see that dirt, the soil. And then that's when I go in there and frost seed the hot chicken, comeback kid. Those 2 combos are my favorite. Hot chicken, comeback kid. Frost seed it and let it do its thing.
And it's amazing. Like, if you try to plant in shade, it likely isn't going to work.
No. Yeah.
When you plant prior to, let it grow, those plants can handle grays, handle shade.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the biggest thing, like mine is, getting it in before those leaves canopy. Like if you wait too long and they start to bud, I mean, it don't take them
and then what's
a couple weeks and it's
what's the next step? Patience.
What we just talked about before the Beers and Bucks is when I first met Mike and Tim, I planted, it was No BS, it was the first
No BS
year.
and Hot Chick, I think.
Yeah, No BS and Hot Chick. And it was like every week. I'm a very patient guy, so
Yeah.
but I'm like,
over there.
I sent him pictures, I'm like, what in the hell is going on with this?
It's not growing.
He's like, just give it time, give it time. A week later, I'm like, I gave it time.
It's patchy.
It's patchy. And it was like a month later.
Probably, yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, holy smokes! Like it just took off.
Soil temps had to rise.
Yeah,
To warm up.
Yeah, because I did it. It was probably March when I prepped everything up and
Yep.
seeded it. But yeah, so I'm going on. Well, last year was year 4, and that's when I asked you about the moss because
Yeah.
it had moss in it. So then I blew it up and tilled it in, and again I planted hot chicken, come back in, and this year was unbelievable. It was like a shag carpet in there, just
Lush.
lush. So
Remove leaves
So
and debris.
good. Yeah.
Plant before the canopy.
seed to soil contact's the biggest thing. Guys think they can go in there and frost seed when there's a bed of leaves. I mean, you're gonna get those seeds that are gonna sit on the leaf, and they ain't gonna do anything. The wind might blow them off, and you might get some to germinate. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing is to clean them leaves out of there.
Right.
You gotta do some work. Scratch the surface if you have to. But
Your plot is making some waves on social media right now. It is.
It's-
all over the globe right now, and half the people think it's fake. It's so good. It's literally so good. We've probably had a dozen people say it's been photoshopped.
Yeah.
Like, kudos to you.
If anyone's watched this podcast and all the technical difficulties, we're not doing a lot of photoshopping.
Photo editors.
they're probably thinking I'm full of shit with these glasses on.
It's hard to take you seriously. It's hard to take you seriously.
Cool guy with the glasses.
It is hard to take you seriously.
What do those help with, Jake?
Finding sheds. I mean,
Apparently, Jake has some sunglasses that the horns apparently glow blue or some shit. I don't know. They look good They look good though.
yeah.
At some point, there might have to be an intervention here.
I mean, I wear polarized glasses when I fish.
I mean, it's
to
no
cut through
different.
the
I mean,
glare
I'm
of
up
the water.
5 sheds on the year so far.
Yeah, I mean,
from last
he's
year.
whooping JJ's ass. So JJ just spent 3 days in Iowa, and he's
But he didn't have fun guys with him.
didn't have fun, guys. He probably would have found 2 sheds instead of 1. They say 50%
Yeah.
more.
And this is not a plug. We have no affiliation with Fun Guys.
No, zero.
They're
Actually-
originally for mushroom hunting,
I
apparently.
actually hope we sell 0 pairs because of this. Because I still, and nothing against the guys.
No, I mean, they're great
But-
guys.
Jake's a pro staffer now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's-
Pro staffer.
you go on his Facebook.
I got a
page,
hoodie
pro
from
staff
him.
for Fun Guys.
Yeah.
Above works that domain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's titled above it.
Oh, yeah.
Master Fun Guy.
Tim, you're at $1 for the swear jar.
I know. I got a potty mouth.
Yeah, Veda's going to be flying high. This is good. I think we should, we kind of ad-libbed into, oh yeah, make sure you go on our Facebook page and fire in their little rapid fire. Tonight's a good one.
Yeah.
Some controversial topics are always fun there. But we were talking about the dog over here, the original shed dog. That, how many years ago was that? 4 years?
Probably.
When you found your first shed,
Yeah.
and then like 9 more in a row. Right after it.
2022.
When
I went ham.
we officially called you the shed dog. Haven't found a shed since, which is fine.
I don't know if that's true. I think I found
If
one.
you got to think about it, it's pretty damn close to being true.
Close enough.
And then we got all these crazy sheddy guys. I think it's important, like, I never shed hunt, which that's my own fault. But I think it's important that we all talk about if there was one word of advice you'd give if you're the dog and you're giving other dogs and or somebody that's never shed hunted before some advice. I want to go around the room and everybody give what's the number one,
Favorite spot.
whatever it is, your favorite spot, your favorite tactic, whatever the heck it is. Spinner, you start us out.
All right, mine's gonna be bed hopping.
Bed hopping. So you hop from bed searching for sheds.
Yep, main trails, bedding corridors.
Which ones? Main trails or beds?
Trails between beds.
Oh,
bed hop.
so what's-
bed hop.
so
All
bed
my
hop.
sheds is
Okay.
Bed hop. Bed hop.
He's not really sure. Sammy?
Well, I was going to say if there's snow, you can really follow those main trails, but he kind of alluded to
That's
that.
fair.
Sorry.
See Luke's comment?
Any sort of food source, really, especially if you have corn or beans.
So Sammy's hunting food sources, Spinner's bed hopping. The dog will go last because he has all the answers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I normally am staring at trees, looking at tree stands.
Fair.
Terrible shed hunter. But every once in a while I'll stop and look down and there's a shed there. So I
Match
found
that
that
spike.
That's how I found that shit, literally between my feet. So I found that if you look at the ground more than the air, you'll find more sheds.
It's a good tip.
Yeah.
I think it just relates more to that horseshoe.
Yeah.
Just
Literally,
looking out at
so
the right time.
I'm gonna say it real quick, but we started in Kentucky. I took like 10 steps. I found this little spike. Oh, sweet! Put it in my pocket. We hiked all the way down, all the way back, and I'm literally in La La Land. And I looked, and I was like, "Son of a bitch! I dropped it." Picked it up. put it in my pocket, and there was 2. I was like,
Matching set.
matching set. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I
Some would
can't,
argue those are harder to
I
find.
can't even tell you how. I literally looked down at my feet, and it was between my feet. Like,
Way more
just
impressive.
yeah. So look at the ground, Jakey boy.
I'm gonna say my biggest thing is walking slower than I normally have.
Have you ever shed hunt with this guy?
Hey,
goes
slower.
Goes fast.
He can cover.
Oh, yeah.
He's 100 yards ahead of me the whole time.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Well, because you're up like this. Oh, there's a good spot for
No, he's
stand.
trying to
I'm actually
cut off
trying to
trails.
find. He's trying to catch all my sheds.
Well, you're
Walking
cutting me
slower.
off.
He's telling you to walk slower, and then he's like, shoo,
You're cutting me off.
cutting me off.
That first at the Grundy farm,
This
the mesh set.
This guy. Oh boy. So walk slower.
Yep.
Says
And
the guy
walk
who
slower.
sprints.
Look for like a smaller antler. Don't think you're gonna find a 50 to 60 inch side.
Okay, that's fair.
So
That's my problem.
walk slower, look smaller.
Well, I like that. Walk slow, look small.
I mean, it has helped, like, because I've been taking Charlotte with and the kids, so I have to walk slower.
Yeah.
And like that last one that we picked up was on a bed. We're coming back down the hill because everybody's ready to go. I just happened to like look up and I'm like, man, that looks like an antler.
Guy's got eagle eyes too.
Go up there.
What's your
And I
average,
didn't even have the phone.
You're better off without the
Yeah.
stupid glasses.
what's your average mile per hour on your tracks when you're shed hunting?
6'2".
This year's 1-to-1.
My problem with the tracks, I forget to turn it off.
I know.
Yeah,
And then
so
when
you
I get
start
home,
driving down the road.
It's like, and then you can't save it because you got 20 extra miles on there because you just drove home.
You can trim it.
You can trim them.
Really?
Yeah.
New feature.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. All right, dog.
Walk slower, look smaller.
He's just been over here fidgeting.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's going to say.
No, I mean, if the
He's like,
title,
"Shit."
if the title's at thread, I don't know that I want to give tips.
Oh.
You know,
yeah,
I
fair.
think probably a big tip
flexed.
from my last one was like we were filming it with the homegrown guys, and Brian Lemke may have indicated to me that I should walk in a certain direction.
So the tip is have other guys find them first.
Go where we
He's
stage
just
these.
like, hey, maybe
to the left.
dog, maybe you should walk up by that pine tree.
So over under on the 9 sheds you found, how many
many-
were planted?
I don't know the answer on planted.
Over under a 4.
I would say I found 6 on my own. 3, I was like, hey, maybe go check that out.
Hey, what's by that scrape
So
post?
33%. So 33% were planted. The other 66% were literally on a strip of big sexy 100 yards long.
I'm not going to confirm or decline that they were planted. I don't think they were planted. I think they were efficiently dropped by the deer.
100% agree with that.
But worst case, I found 6, and that's like 3x more than anyone else found.
And so
that day.
prior to this too, we told the guys that Timmy has never found a shed in
Yeah,
his
so
entire
like-
life.
But we got
So-
out, and I found one immediately, and I just got.
It was weird.
convenient.
It was
then
weird
you got
though. that-
sheddy. Then you just got sheddy. you know?
Brian's like, Tim, come
Yeah.
with me.
When you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Walk
I don't
straight.
You know?
know. I don't know if it was just my pure, organic ability to be awesome, or if it was
Oh, wow.
set up.
I think
but
it was those leather gloves that you had on that day.
I don't know where those went. Did you steal
black
it?
ones?
Yeah.
He rode his Harley in.
No, those were my ski. Those were my ski mittens,
remember.
He
and
couldn't
magically
even pick up a
they.
shed.
It's like 10 below, and
It
those
was like
suckers.
30 below.
Those
I was
suckers
freezing.
disappeared after that trip, and I'm pretty sure Jake snatched them because he's like, "That's the secret to the sheds." Look at him with the glasses.
You got an extra pair of gloves?
If the guy can find an edge when it comes to shed hunting, Yeah.
I need to probably go sweep his house for.
there's 2 things that he's always gonna buy a hat. And he's always going to buy some dumb shit like a shed strap or a shed glasses or a shed hooks
There's
or
my
a
sheddy dangler there.
dangler.
Does he have-
I mean, it's just
Okay,
insane.
hold on, Jake. Do you own something that you can strap on to you that you put sheds in?
It's right there. I
Yeah,
can
it's
see
on my
it.
it's on my printer.
I can physically see it from here. The shed strap.
Yeah, I put that on my belt loop so I don't lose my.
Yeah, I mean, there's
sheds.
no
belt loop.
there's no fixing this.
I mean, I ran out of hands that day, And
intervention
there's still
won't even do
no
it.
proof that it wasn't all natural finds.
That
by
wouldn't
me.
have been enough for Tim Bob's day.
No, I mean, you'd have been screwed.
There's only 6 on there. I mean,
You'd have to stop
know?
walking that straight line.
Where did you get that?
somebody just came up with a great idea, Jake. I think you should create a shed necklace. Just like the turkey spurs.
I am just never surprised.
Speaking of shed necklace, I saw Jeff Miller pop on here. That guy found an absurd antler. I probably can't talk about it on air, but dear God,
Decent.
it was.
It wasn't bad. It was like 50
I
inches.
thought he was elk shed hunting. Like it was insane.
It was crazy.
Eesh. Crazy.
I want to
So-
go shed hunting with him.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Jake,
Go
why don't you
where
ever want
he
to come shed
goes.
hunting with me?
Go where he goes.
I do.
So, you still got the belt, or have you given it up to somebody else?
Yeah.
I still own it for
Okay.
now.
All right.
I mean, found one in 3
It's like a
years.
shed chassis.
I mean, kinda. I mean, it's still locked.
He's at 9 sheds total.
Jake's at 7 for the year. But I mean,
If Jake hits his goal, he can take the belt.
I'm gonna say something that I might regret. I might regret saying this because I don't like giving Timmy credit ever.
Fair.
But sheds per hour,
He's efficient.
Timmy might have Jake beat.
And
Because you've
Kira,
only shed hunted like 12 hours in your life. And you found 9 sheds.
He
and
found 9 sheds in one.
So that's like
hour.
what, 0.75 sheds per hour? Jake's probably got like 600 hours in. And he's
This
probably found
year.
300 sheds, so that's 0.5 sheds per hour.
but also think about all the time that he's sitting there stressing about shed.
Well, that's
You
another,
gotta factor that
that's
in.
another 600 hours.
That's probably 30. I would put 20
it's-
minutes of the hour, like of a normal hour of shed hunting. If you're sitting there fretting, like he got fidgety, that's
Yeah.
let's say 10 minutes of every hour that he frets, and add that to the total. I'm
Boy.
hoping that.
I mean, then it's 0.2 sheds per hour.
yeah.
Yeah, you've got him 4x'd.
I didn't even really think about sheds today.
Jake hasn't stopped thinking about sheds today. It's a beautiful thing.
How many times did you score sheds today?
Only once, twice.
He doesn't even know.
Couple
Oh, I
times.
love it. It's great. If you're not addicted to shed hunt, who are you?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I haven't been out yet this year, but we're gonna do a little shed hunt at the house. Good luck to me. I think a lot of
That
them are
should
still
take
holding.
4 minutes.
I did a little cruise today just to see, but we didn't get down into the timber.
I mean, that could drop your shed average down. You gotta be
Down to the
careful.
timber.
You
I
gotta
got a 15th of an acre of like 6 trees that I can go check.
The big timber.
That's what I call it, the big timber. That's where they bed.
just got the big
Gotta
shed
check the
hunt. ahead
pines.
of 'em. Yeesh.
That area there, out in front of the house, is pretty thick. Down
Yeah,
there.
they get a little sheddy there.
They do probably get a little ruddy.
Oh, I got hushed by Miller. Sorry, Miller. I didn't mean to broadcast that across the nation. I didn't say anything about word or where. I just said
You just said it was a big.
I just said whoa. That's all I said. That guy's enjoying retirement. I gotta love that.
Rapid fire.
Well, we got a couple things to talk about here.
Yeah.
Do we do rapid fire first and then finish the show with our big announcement?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should do the big announcement.
I'm good doing that. All right, so
Sounds good.
People might tail off because
That's
you
fine.
tend to get a little wordy during this thing.
Oh,
so, like, let's hit them with the
rapid fire over here.
Let's hit them with some big news
Yeah.
and something that we can't apparently apply for.
We can't do it. No.
But what if we
Nope.
reached out to them and said,
Nope.
hey, they got to pick who on the domain crew they want to do it with?
No.
They would for sure pick you.
You have to pick Tim because
Good luck charm.
He's not killing one for sure.
That's a good
You
point.
will not see a shooter.
Statistically, you will have a higher likelihood of
We're all trying to figure out what goes on.
There's nothing that goes on.
Yeah.
I sit there.
I
Yeah.
think that one picture actually.
According to Jeff Miller, you should be logging some hours behind your father-in-law's.
I see that.
I'm sure Shane hasn't hunted there at all.
Yeah.
Got some plans there.
Your brother-in-law happens to be like the shediest human ever. My guess is if there's a deer that's dropped, he damn near caught it.
We should get Shane to come up for one of these for like 10 minutes of a segment and bring 20 minutes and bring his sheds.
Yeah,
'Cause
bring a couple big ones.
Every time I go down there, he's like, "Yeah, this is the biggest one ever found," and blah blah. Blah. It's like the dude's got him.
He's a sheddy guy.
If Jake went to Shane's house,
He'd never leave.
he would never leave. He would probably have like a tick freak out and like
Twitch?
Twitch freak out.
Like Lyme?
And he'd probably shut down for like 48 hours.
He might.
Yeah.
Shed overload.
Yeah.
Just zap the brain.
Yeah. North American Shed Hunting Association. Check them out. They got some. It's crazy. It's crazy.
There you go, Jake.
Boom.
I'm sure they sell hats and shirts.
They do.
There you go.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
You better believe they do. They don't give them away for free though, Jake.
I
like
probably won't
some
buy
guys.
any other shed antlered hat other than our
Ooh, a
lineup.
little sheddy.
Our Sheddy hat.
The sheddy hats.
We got some more merch coming out here soon too, so stay tuned for that. We'll announce that in the March episode.
Yeah.
However,
Let's hit them with it.
let's do it. So
This is huge.
This is kind of fun. I always try to come up with something creative as kind of a give back because you guys do so much for us, so it's fun for us to kind of. This is our big thank you, and this is our biggest one ever. So we kind of mentioned it last podcast, but as soon as we say the words, it's going to be live on our website, and we are giving away a 6-day Kansas archery hunt in 2026. So not this coming November, but the following one. That's because it'll give you it this May to get your preference point if you win, so you'll be guaranteed a tag in 2026. But all expenses paid with the exception of tag travel. Those are on you and preference point. Otherwise, it's a 6-day rut hunt with homegrown outfitters in Kansas where I just shed hunted 2 weeks ago, and there was like 6 sets of deer over 150 inches. There's 26 farms. It's insane. It's one of the coolest places on earth. It's a legitimate booner opportunity. All you have to do is click the link and sign up. There's no purchase necessary. You have to be 18 years of age. Sorry, that's the other stipulation. But we're gonna kind of keep announcing it throughout the month. You'll have till April 9th. 1 entry, so once you sign up, you're done. I mean, if you're a good friend, you'll tell your friends. If you're a bad friend, you won't, so less people sign up. But we're hoping to. It's just kind of our time to give back, and hopefully, how many months is that from now? Like 18 months, whatever it is. We'll get to see a big old giant Kansas buck killed.
The dog might figure out a way to just be present.
Dog's trying to weasel his way into it. Yeah. So it's a.
Or maybe, guess what? Maybe I buy a preference point this year and I just show up in hunt.
Oh, and hunt.
You know,
Just
I'll buy the hunt. I'm just saying the dog might be there.
Oh, there you go. Hey, I mean, if the dog's there, that's one less guy you got to worry about killing a deer.
that announcement is giving me a booner.
That's great, huh? So go on our website, check it out. Info's on there. Click on the link. All you have to do is sign up. I think it requires your first and the last name, your email, and the fact that you're not 18. And that's it. So that's all it takes. And no employees can win, so don't even think about it, guys. Sorry.
I tried.
But thanks for being awesome. Thanks for treating us so well. Thanks to Homegrown for partnering with us on this hunt. And can't wait to see who wins and kind of get them prepped up for some Kansas hunting.
When are we going to announce the winner?
So I think it runs till April 9th, and then we'll announce the winner shortly thereafter. And that'll give that person time to apply for their preference point to ensure they get a tag in 2026. So we'll be making a bunch of posts about it just so we can share it with as many people as possible. And it's an awesome opportunity. We'll try to share some insights too over the next month about kind of what to expect on the hunt. Maybe some deer that survived, maybe some sheds. I mean, it's like I said, 6 days, food, lodging. It's 5-star. The chef is incredible. Plan on gaining about 5 to 10 pounds. So, and the hunting is second to none. I mean, honestly.
Do you have to bring your own Twix bars, like if you wanted snacks?
You know, maybe your favorite s'more Pop-Tart or Twix bar or whatever it might be, you know?
I tried a s'mores Pop-Tart this year in Kentucky. It just didn't hit the spot.
Oh, that's
That's 5 more years of no deer just for saying that.
It was just not great.
Oh, wow.
I like
He
the
doubles
cinnamon.
down.
The cinnamon brown sugar is way
Oh, really?
infinitely better Pop-Tart.
that's what the deer
I've
is
often
smelling.
wondered why they even sell those.
I'm saying cold
Spinner,
or not
what's your
great.
favorite? What's your favorite snack?
S'more Pop-Tart.
Oh boy, we're gonna go 3 out of 6 here.
Oh yeah.
Actually, there's only 5 of us, but if there was 6, we'd go 3 out of 6.
Are you saying
Sam?
favorite Pop-Tart?
S'more Pop-Tart.
We're gonna go 4 for 5.
Oh, jeez.
Cinnamon.
Oh, you're a s'more guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
I'm a s'more guy.
JJ?
Are we saying favorite Pop-Tart?
Nutter butters.
Whoa.
We're saying favorite overall snack, and you guys are saying
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the
S'mores
best tree stand
Pop-Tart?
snack in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
9:30, 10 o'clock rolls around, you just
The worst part is like,
once you get through that,
I never bring
Well, see,
them
what
out.
I
You
do
guys
is
are
I-
sitting here opening them bags of chips.
I do a
or
little
whatever.
rattling sequence and then I and then
That's
rattle
what it
again.
Grunting when he opens the bag.
I bring my
it worked.
candy bars open in a Ziploc bag, so it's quieter when I open it.
It worked last year. I had to sit there for an hour and a half to shoot a deer.
Oh, man. Feel bad for you.
yeah, I mean, barely. It was barely
Oh
daylight.
yeah, it was.
Barely daylight.
I took us off kilt there for a second, but we are really excited about this giveaway. This is freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest giveaway we've ever had. I mean, it's a $7,500 hunt, and it's booked for 4 years. So, and we kind of stole a spot in 2026 and wanted to, instead of, we had the opportunity to send one of our guys or give it away. So, sorry guys. It was easier just to share it than to upset 10 other
That's
people.
fine.
So, I told them, I said, either give us 9 hunts or none. They gave us one.
Pick 9.
I mean, we know Tim would have just taken it himself.
Yeah.
But
No,
the rest of us.
absolutely not true, but I am going to try and weasel in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I got a preference point.
But no, so it should be live if you go on our website, click on the link, and sign up.
It's live now.
That's it. It should be live right now.
Let's go.
Yeah, so game on. And there should be some info on there too. Just kind of gives you a little insight on, I think it's the 4th to the 9th. I mean, it's a terrible week to hunt, you know.
You wouldn't definitely
You wouldn't want to
be
do it
there.
probably. But, I mean, if
You'd
you're.
probably rather be home,
I would
you
think.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing some laundry.
Watching
Yeah.
Grays or something.
Grey's Anatomy? Never seen it.
People still watch that, huh?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
My wife watches it every night.
Isn't there like
Yeah,
25
Jordan
seasons
does.
of that? She's a nurse. My guess is she probably doesn't watch Grey's, but maybe I could be wrong.
Daniel's son said he wants me to come. No, nay, he says he needs to come.
I want
Daniel's son.
him to come if I win.
That's what I'm saying. The people have spoken. I'm
Right.
going to help. I'm going to leverage this.
There you go. Keep
All right,
trying.
well.
Keep trying.
Yeah. So good luck.
Heck yeah.
Win, please.
I mean, somebody's gonna win.
Please.
All right, with that, I think we jump into some rapid fire. Here's the question: Do we have everybody answer some of them, or do we just pick somebody to answer it and go? There's a lot of them on here.
Let's rock.
And then JJ is going to randomly select a couple winners, and Tim will give away the farm to him, or whatever that might be. All right, Spinner, you ready?
Yep.
Purchase blind or a natural blind? So you're building it or you're buying it?
Build.
Ooh, he just went from buy to build after I told him what it meant. Jakey boy,
Yeah.
if you see a coyote opening morning of rifle season, are you shooting it?
No.
Ooh, I'm not either. Sorry, Thompson.
I'd swag it.
I think Luke would shoot a coyote over just about anything.
Yeah, he's Yodi.
I don't get very Yodi. I was just gonna say, I don't get
He's a
very
little
Yodi.
Yodi.
Tim Bob, do you prefer hunting in state or out of state? Mr. Rapid Fire over here.
I like killing one on my farm.
Okay, on your farm.
Yeah.
All right,
Or my
perfect.
house. I like killing one in Wisconsin. But
Wisconsin.
I freaking love going out of state though. But I've never killed a whitetail out of state. Come to mention it,
Fair, that's fair. That is true, isn't it?
killed a couple of muleys and
Oh yeah,
elk
yeah.
and
You've killed
antelope.
animals.
but,
Yeah. All right.
Just not them whitetail.
Wow. Sammy, greens or grains?
Greens.
Ooh, I'm gonna go. Do you prefer Comeback Kid or No BS for a backwoods plot? I mean, I'm mixing them together.
100p.
We went to Brian's, and it was
Is that 100%?
quick establishment and long-term growth. Remember that, Jake? So mix them together, Dylan. All right, strictly based on tradition. This is whoever answers it quickest. Bow or gun season?
Bow.
Oh.
Bow during gun
So
season.
strictly based on tradition, I'm going gun season. Because Wisconsin has the most traditional gun season ever. Strictly based on tradition. But anyway, I love bow hunting. Morning or evening sits? Ooh. Timmy?
Depends on time of year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
September, evening. I mean, I don't like waking up in the morning, so if I can hunt the evening, I will.
I
Halloween
don't know.
morning,
You
though.
woke up pretty early for our turkey hunts.
Typically 10 a.m. normally. When the sun,
Birds are back in
Also,
the
you said
roost.
hunts plural.
when the sun, oh yeah. We've had multiple, everybody's heard. We would stay in the bar till 3 a.m.
No, we wouldn't. We would get back to the cabin and then drink a bunch of beer. And
Mike's a
then,
bad influence on the night before turkey hunting.
Jake, tell me about Mike's turkey hunt.
Yeah. Well,
Jake was puking in the blind.
yeah.
Whoopsie daisy.
That was a rough one.
Had a couple
Hey, I
of
tell you
sodas
what,
that night.
There's nothing worse than being hungover in Buffalo County on those back roads.
Dude, I remember we walked out of the
Oh my, you're just green in the face.
we walked out of the lodge and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be rough.
Oh, we went to bed at 4 a.m. and woke up at 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad.
I was half snapped.
Jake had Jake had one more beer 9 times.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Thankfully, turkeys can't smell. So.
We shot one though.
We did shoot one. Sure did. Oh.
Had the
That's
cats
good
by the
stuff there.
silo, but
Let's see here. Corey, my man Corey. Frost seeding or till and throw for clover establishment? Oh boy. Spinner, you're up.
I'm gonna wait till everything thaws so I can put oats with it. Cover crop.
Ooh, I like that.
Take care of the weeds.
Yeah.
Then mow it.
I'm going to establish mine when I plant in the fall with Sugar Mama.
Love that too. Yep. That's why I like mixing No BS and Comeback Kid. It's the cover crop for comeback.
It's what we did at the neighbor's house by my house. She's like, well, I didn't want all these big turnips and radish. What is all this big stuff? I'm like, all that big stuff's going to be gone next year.
Yeah, their
Now,
plot is empty.
You are going to have, it's crushed.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at it today. I was creeping with the binos.
I mean their plot was the sice of my office.
Yeah,
You were
it's tiny. I was looking
Yeah,
for sheds, but I'm like, you have no idea what's about to come. So
You ain't got no idea what's about to
Are you
come.
gonna tell them to frost little clutch clover?
we're going to do a little clutch clover in there.
You're gonna pick clutch, huh? You're gonna plant again in the fall,
New, we're going to frost seed it this spring.
but then you're gonna plant again in the fall.
If you plant
If you
clutch.
plant clutch.
Probably.
Say yes.
Oh, well, clutch is an annual, so we'll probably mix clutch with some hot chick.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Well, that wasn't even a save. You guys cut me off.
We were just trying to figure out where we were going with it. Is all.
I speak slowly.
Well, you
My-
do.
Yeah,
You do
sometimes.
speak slowly. Do you prefer a 130-inch bow kill or a 150-inch rifle kill?
Oh, I'm taking the 130 all day.
Taking the 150.
With my bow, 130 inch.
You're going 130.
Yep.
Timmy's going 150. Sammy?
Bow kill.
Ooh, 30.
Rifle.
Spinner's going 150.
Gun's not a challenge.
I
So
disagree.
I hunt public land with my gun. So I'm taking 150 because it'd be a public land 150. And that'd be pretty cool.
Unless you're at my farm on opener.
Fair. Then it
And
would,
killing a 150 there would be pretty
that'd be like shooting
impressive,
at, that'd be like shooting at 200. Do you prefer early or late season hunts?
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
It is time.
Oh, moonshine. The curds went away.
Yeah, they melted.
So thankfully that was just
I'm not going first. Goose
Okay.
is going.
Yeah. Goose. I'm gonna say late season, but my goal this year is to shoot a deer opening night of bow season in September. That's my goal for the year. So, anybody else want to pipe in? I want some of this. So
If I have one,
Good.
actual Kentucky moonshine, and it is
Peach E.
So good.
it is
if I have a big one coming in early season, I might let you just be like, come on. Just whack them.
I'm gonna shoot an opening night.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'll have one already tied to the tree.
I'm parched over here.
Is the plan.
Jake would be screwed if he
That
killed
is
one on
really
opener.
good.
So good.
Who's gonna eat one of the?
I gotta drive you home.
You gotta drive me home, yeah.
Them peaches have been in there a while.
Oh, I bet those are zippy. Face paint or face mask?
Paint.
Paint.
Hardy face paint.
Yeah, we're all going paint there. Did you ever regret shooting a deer to think that it could have looked like the next year? No,
Negative.
No.
never.
Yes, actually, this year, mine.
Immediately.
I've never regretted shooting a deer. I have shot a deer that went, oh, okay. He might have been.
Oh, okay.
3,
Yeah.
2.
Smaller.
Never regretted it though. Porch sitting and drinking a beer after work or deer hunting?
Deer hunting.
Yeah. If I'd have read that, I wouldn't have said it out loud.
I drink once a month. It's right here.
Yeah, deer hunting.
Not wrong.
Week-long fishing trip or week-long hunting trip?
Ooh, Timmy.
That's a good one.
Well,
I'm gonna have two answers for this.
Both.
So
Why do you only do one?
here's the thing. So deer hunting trips sometimes can be stressful if you don't approach it correctly.
So can fishing trips.
Not when you don't fish like me. When I go to a fishing trip, it's like, oh, this is great. I'm just trying to catch fish. But on a hunting trip, if you don't approach it correctly, like it can get stressful. I've seen it happen in camp. Guys aren't seeing deer, or you're worried about shooting a big deer, and
I can get worn down.
it can be stressful. And Jen's like, are you kidding me?
I took over a year to get
Seriously.
like John convinced to come up, Uncle John and my dad. I got him up on Mille Lacs. I was like, we're gonna kill it. We were
Oh,
there
yeah.
the weekend before, crushed it, got up there. I didn't catch a fish.
Stressful for the
Saturday.
guide there. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah.
He's like our trip.
John got his biggest smallmouth and his biggest walleye.
this
Jake
guy
probably
here.
got his biggest smallmouth.
How many fishing trips have you been on? Oh man, this is where you go. You catch them all. It's like,
And you actually get out.
Should have been
First
here.
year I met
Should have been
you.
here last
Yeah.
week.
Tim's like, oh, we're gonna hammer the walleye. Got up there, it's
All you
100,
do is-
100 degrees, and it was dead calm.
All I did was hammer the CLs.
We did end
Yeah.
up hammering a few of them little critters.
Oh boy. Let's see here. Do you prefer killing a buck on the first day of a hunting trip or grinding it out and taking him on the last day?
Day one.
I'm a day oneer. I'll take any day, but day one always works.
Yeah, my elk that I've killed have been on the last day. Both of them.
Ooh, you're a last day kind of guy.
No, it sucks. Give me the first day all day.
Yeah. Then you can guide the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely say first, just because of all the, I don't want to say failed hunts, but
Here's
like hunts that you haven't gotten something on.
Yeah.
It's like that just makes that first day like, okay, that was pretty sweet.
All right, you ready for one here?
Pressure off.
This will be an interesting one.
Oh, boy.
170-inch deer or take someone out and shoot their first deer?
If it was my daughter, I'd take her out.
So I was just going to say the same thing. I'm taking the 170, sorry. If it's Veda,
Yeah.
you can have your 170. I don't freaking want to
Yeah.
ever see it.
170.
But if Tim Bob's looking to shoot his first deer in Kentucky, like, nah, I'm shooting 170. Like,
Sorry, Tim.
What if? Yeah.
Eat your cinnamon Pop Tart.
I mean-
I'm gonna shoot a 170.
I mean, if you and I,
Cinnamon brown sugar.
if it's like I got a booner on a string opening night, or it's Colton's first night of hunting, I'm going with Colton.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
I mean, he'll have every opportunity. Hopefully, he's a better hunter than his dad.
Firm but firm.
Beer or liquor at deer camp? Wow.
Liquor gets you in trouble.
I mean, I'm a beer guy at camp just because you got to wake up early the next day. And sometimes if you get into liquor, you're a little dicey.
I do like a little, like a nice bourbon on the rocks.
A bourbon, brown stuff. I stay away from the brown stuff. Yeah. What do you plant with the new alfalfa pounder?
What do you plant with
I mean,
it?
take your pick.
Yeah.
Mix it in with anything you
Yeah,
like.
throw a little comeback kid. Do you prefer a wrist or a thumb release? Which one's the wrist? Is that the one like?
Index.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
strap her on.
I have the same release I've had for 30 years.
Same.
Yeah.
Thumb.
Is that
Jake's had.
son?
Jake, how many releases have you gone through, Jake?
46.
Okay.
Are you sure it's the release's problem?
Yeah, I've shot a thumb this year. And
There we go.
Thumbs.
That's the
I'm
answer.
dialed in.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you use, Sammy?
Index. So wrist.
The old quick fire? Isn't that what they're called? Yeah. I've literally had 2 releases in my life, and the first one I wore out. Same exact 2. I think sometimes we overcomplicate things. I could be wrong.
Form is important and stuff, but I think if you over-index on that stuff, then
I mean, at the end
you
of the
just
day,
start creating problems for yourself when you're shooting.
I agree.
I must be doing this. I
you
must be
second
doing
guess
this. I
everything.
must be
Yeah.
doing this.
yeah, totally. I mean, I'm not a
I have such bad target panic is the problem.
target panic's a real thing. I experienced it.
Oh, it's-
Marcus experienced it. But once you
Bill
get
experiencing it.
Spinners had some bouts. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's weird. And you want to practice to get better, and then you like look at the target and it just freaks you out. Like it's a
Get a little yippy.
lot yippy.
What does that sound like again?
Yeep.
Yep. Yeah. Do you prefer a clover plot or a brassica plot? End of October.
We should ask Woolard what he prefers.
Yeah, come on, Pat.
Dude kills
Guy kills a giant every year. Why don't you
slimers.
tell us? What are you asking us for? It's like a setup.
I think we got to pass. Let's not even give him the dignity
That's
of
fine.
answering.
All right, we won't answer it. How about Bo Jiggerman? Even that's not his real name. Do you prefer shed hunting or turkey hunting? Oh boy.
Turkey hunting.
Shed hunting.
Turkey, all day.
Turkey 2 to 1.
Yeah.
No preference.
Yeah.
JJ.
Shed.
Yeah. Okay. 2-2.
I'm gonna just say, meh.
I feel like
I'm gonna say shed
Mike,
hunting
you-
over
yeah.
turkey hunting.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I enjoy putting miles on.
It's cool finding good sheds. Yeah.
I am kind of weird when it comes to shed hunting though.
4-2.
If I'm not hunting a property that I can actually hunt, I'm not interested in shed hunting. If I can hunt the property, then I'm all about it. I like the history and just the idea of like I can see this deer next year. Just saying. I know Jake has a completely different opinion. We'll finish here. We'll finish here. We're getting winded here. We'll finish here, then we'll wrap up, and everybody gets their chance. This kind of, we talked about the shed dog to start the show, some great places to shed hunt. So where's the best place to shed hunt? And take that however you want, whether we're talking states or locations or on your property. Spinner, where's the best place to shed hunt?
Any bed? Bed?
Right back to
Absolutely. Bed hop.
And he's gonna say, buy a food source.
Any bed.
Just because it wasn't brought up earlier, but south-facing slopes.
I was just gonna say that.
Sammy.
Good.
Why, Sam?
Ooh.
Because they're warmer, because of the sun.
Ooh.
Okay.
What about you,
Sam
Sammy?
kind of leans into the mic when he
He's
talks.
tall.
can't hear.
He's tall.
He does. He is. Yeah.
The woods. Oh, Scott. I agree. Just like I said, the best place to look is on the ground.
I've already given enough advice tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh, now. I
I'm
mean,
gonna say walk slow, look small.
ooh, I'm gonna say look at the ground, not the sky. Although I did find 2 hangers last year. There goes my theory. Literally found 2 freaking hangers in a tree.
And they were high too.
They were like eyeball height. This deer walked through a cedar, and it literally took one right at the front and one at the end.
Holy cow. That's cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found them because obviously I wasn't looking at the ground. So, oh gosh, now I'm so confused. I don't know where to look anymore. It's just not for me. You know, it's too challenging.
Chef Miller's house.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good shed hunters out there. Bedding areas, self-facing slopes, outside, which is a great place to start. Although there's a lot of sheds in here. This would be a good spot to start. I mean,
Outside.
if you're a beginner, this room here would be a really good spot to
Yeah, I
start.
mean, you walk in here and you're.
But just don't look at the floor though. Look up at the sky.
Yeah.
You know,
Jake, do you have the
it's
your old shed?
Mine.
I'd be curious. What were you gonna say? What's the biggest shed we found this
We
year?
should take a vote. On
JJ?
How old?
60 and a half.
60 and a half?
60 and a half.
Okay. A couple of the ones in Kansas we found were pretty big. I don't even know though how big they were. What do you got there, Jakey boy?
Can you see them?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
We're looking at like the age. How can you judge a deer's antler by
The wax ring, you mean?
No, like the.
Oh, I was gonna say that one's got blood on it. That was fresh. What are you trying to judge?
The age. Like this, I think this antler right here is 4.
I hope not.
Really? Look at the mass on the base compared to this one.
That's what domain food plots do.
Those could be the same deer with different nutrition or different genetics.
It looks like a year and a half.
I would guess they're both 3-year-olds. I mean, I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying words. I hope he's not 4 for your sake and for his. Talk about,
And his dad, yeah.
his,
Show off that one right
you know. What's that
Kind
guy
of
there?
like me at 18. Hey, that sounded like it just broke.
Sounded like it. What do we got there?
Please
This is
tell
an
me it didn't
Iowa
just
2-year-old.
shatter.
That's a nice deer.
Yeah.
Who found that one?
Something definitely
my
in the studio
competitor.
sounded like it broke.
That sounded bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with Thompson on this and say you judge age by their teeth.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Outside of that, it's pretty hard. I mean,
yeah, but you look at the bases though.
yeah, but that's just mass. Like some deer are gonna have more mass than others at different ages.
See, Jay couldn't help himself. He just
Some
shedding.
deer at the same age that have different nutritional levels are gonna have different mass. That's proven.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean, I
That's a
agree
tough
with
one.
teeth.
teeth is real.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd kill him.
yeah, I mean, shoot them next year and bring the teeth. Because didn't you find on your farm?
Yeah.
That would solve the problem. I mean, if you shoot him against 5-year-old next year, then you're right. He's 4.
I've only been wrong once, so.
Talk us through that.
Well, make sure you head to the website, and if you guys are late to the game, there's a little surprise there waiting on the website for you.
Got
in
about
the
45 days to apply.
Yeah, in the form of a free hunt. And if you apply, it's not like a raffle ticket thing. Like, it's going to get all randomized. Sign up now.
Yeah, the first person or the 10,000th person are going to have the same opportunity to win. It's going to be randomized
Yeah.
but yeah, free hunt giveaway.
10% chance the dog shows up.
2026 Kansas rut hunt. Literally no strings attached, no proof of purchase. Just go to the website and sign up.
Yeah.
It's that simple. We'll be back in March. We don't know when. Probably right in the heat of some serious shed hunting. I mean, we're kind of not there yet. Half the deer are still holding. But in March will be peak frost seed, peak shed hunt, peak show season. It's gonna be like the Wild West around here.
Yeah.
So, and maybe then we'll have a better answer about tonight's question, whether Timmy's still holding the belt. And you know what? We've got to give away a couple things before we leave.
Ooh.
I forgot.
Should we give away
Timmy-
one of Jake's sheds?
Oh.
Hey, I thought we were in the spirit of giving.
Oh my gosh. All right, so here's what we're going to give away. We're going to give away 2 of them. We're going to give away a hat that isn't even released yet.
I thought there were no more in stock.
Nope, it's the others.
Oh, you're gonna want this.
So you're
one.
going to win the prize, and you won't know what it is, nor will anybody else until you receive it. All right,
So
JJ, who is winner number 1
Mystery
from
prize.
the rapid fire? It's complete mystery box.
Jonathan Jones.
Jonathan Jones. He literally just said, "I want one."
Oh.
What a guy. Jonathan Jones. Message us for the mystery box.
Don't take a black back.
And
Mike Sandberg.
Mike Sandberg. So Mike and Jonathan, reach out to us. You're each going to get a literally never before seen hat that we're going to launch next month. And you'll be the first person to see it.
I mean, we got them today.
We got them today, literally.
Do I still get to take mine?
I mean, maybe. We don't want you to blast that amongst all your followers
Yeah.
and get the
350,
box, you know?
350 followers are going to be like, where'd you get that?
Ooh, yeah.
But
That's a
well,
lot. I don't think he has that many.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them are bots, but huge following.
Oh, so next time will be what? Episode 33? Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. and it'll be sometime in March. We'll let you know. I mean, everyone's going to be on the road traveling, so it'll be a tangled web. We'll see. Hopefully the whole gang's back in town. We got a lot more shed stories to talk about. If we don't see you on here, we'll see you at the shows.
See you then.
Peace out.
Bye.